We know people can wait days for results, so these rapid tests are really an attractive option. But before you decide what test you're going to take, watch this.
Unfortunately, my sister-in-law passed away.
Jeff Garreau had to book an emergency flight from Florida to New England in order to attend the funeral and bypass Connecticut's self-quarantine rule. The veteran needed a negative coronavirus test, STAT.
I went over to the VA hospital and they did a COVID rapid test on a Sunday morning. I thought the testing would be acceptable.
But the rapid test was not.
You essentially had to be tested twice.
Yes, ma'am.
Connecticut rejects rapid tests, only accepting polymerase chain reaction or PCR tests for the quarantine exemption. Dr. John Green is the chief of infectious diseases at Moffitt.
We had to decide which test is the best.
First, a quick testing lesson. Option number 1, you can have a molecular or PCR test. Here, the sample is taken from your nose, throat, or saliva. Results depend on the lab, but it usually takes a few days. Option number 2, a rapid antigen test. Typically, the sample comes from your nose or throat. Expect results within a few hours. A third option, an antibody test. The sample taken from blood, you can expect results within days. But this test is not for an active coronavirus diagnosis. Back to Dr. Green. He explains why Connecticut, as well as others, favor PCR tests.
Of the tens of thousands of tests we have done at Moffitt, the PCR nasopharynx has been the gold standard. Most states, as well as hospitals, as well as medical groups, will only accept a PCR nasopharynx swab.
So it all comes down to accuracy. The problem with the rapid test is false negatives. Bottom line, do your research before you get a test to see what the state, school, or organization accepts. Live in the Tampa News Center, Mahsa Saeidi, 8 on your side.